What's up, everybody? Welcome to day 38 of the All About How podcast here on growingau.com. I am your host, John Knott, as always, ready to bring you a value-packed episode today on day 38 of our 365 podcasting experiment, where we are posting a podcast every single day for a year to answer the question, does more content equal more followers? Really short episode for you today. A couple new updates, couple things I want to talk to you about, and then we're going to let you go on your way and have a very highly successful day. So let's go ahead, roll that intro, and jump on into this value-packed episode. Let's get into it.
It's all about how in 2020 we're going to leave the world a better place than we found it.
So by the title of this episode, you may be a little confused about what it is we're talking about today. For those of you that have been around a while, you've been listening to every day of the podcast, you know that we have been posting the All About How podcast on YouTube every single day to keep all the people over on YouTube up to date. You also probably know that we are in the process of growing and creating the Growing AU show over on YouTube, and that show is going to be taking the place of the podcast over on YouTube. So what I want to talk to you about is that the first episode of the Growing AU show is supposed to launch tomorrow. We still don't have the backdrop. Today we got a package, and I thought it was the backdrop. It was just the backdrop stand. Apparently they shipped separately. I'm a little frustrated for various reasons. I've vented to people. I'm not going to go into that here in the podcast. We will talk more about that later on. But we are still waiting on the backdrop. If the backdrop arrives tomorrow, you're getting the first episode. All right, we will let you know when it's going to drop. Basically, by the time we do the podcast tomorrow, you will know whether or not that episode is going to come out. So that's the plan. And with that in mind, I think today is just the proper time on day 38 to just officially take the podcast posting away from YouTube and just leaving it to more traditional podcasting platforms. I think what that's going to allow us to do is to use YouTube for what it is intended and not just try to fit what we are creating onto that platform. Very clearly, YouTube is a very visual-based media source, and to just post the audio on there, I don't think is really seeing the returns that we would want to see, and it's definitely not seeing as high returns as we are seeing on our other podcasting platforms. So with that in mind, it is my decision to bring it down today, have this be the last podcast over on YouTube. So if you are listening on YouTube, I really would love you to keep listening every single day. And if that is something you're interested in doing, you can find us on all your podcasting platforms, Stitcher, Pocket Cast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, basically any place that you're listening to your podcast, any place that you're searching for your podcast, you're going to be able to find us there and go ahead and give us a listen. But as of today, this will be the last time that we are going to be airing on YouTube. It's going to be time for that to move to other places. So I highly recommend jumping over and checking us out on some of our podcasting platforms like Spotify or Apple Podcast. But with that being said, we are excited for the next stage of the Growing AU channel, the Growing AU show, especially. I'm so eager to bring it to every single one of you. I mean, it's going to be great, and I'm really proud of it so far. I'm proud of everything that we've been able to do with it, and I'm just so excited to show it to you. At this point, however, we still are on hold, and hopefully that will kind of lift very shortly, hopefully tomorrow, and we will be able to just get it underway and begin producing this awesome show, and it's going to be valuable, and it's going to be fantastic. I'm excited to bring it to all of you. Basically, the way I'm thinking about this here is that if for whatever reason we would be postponed until Thursday, you're still going to get your 3 episodes. It'll just be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. No matter when we launch, you're going to get 3 episodes. It's just now a matter of what that date is going to actually be. And, I hate to continue to have to push it back like this and to not be able to give you a slightly more concrete date for the launch of this show. But the thing is, the next concrete date that I could probably, hopefully for sure give you would be Monday, May 4th. But I don't want to necessarily push the show back that far if we have access to the backdrop come tomorrow or the day after, or the day after that, if it really does take that long. So that's why we're being a little bit more just kind of up in the air and fluid with it. But that's ultimately just going to allow you to be able to watch the show sooner. If for whatever reason we were to get to, like, let's say Saturday of this week and it still wouldn't be here, then we'll just reassess the whole situation and come to a new conclusion and launch date. That's not going to happen. I am very certain that the show is going to be able to be launched, if not tomorrow, then definitely on Thursday, and if not then definitely on Friday. So we're doing what we can over here, and I appreciate everybody's patience and understanding. But we're excited to bring it to you. It's going to be awesome. The one thing I do want to talk to you about, though, is that we are going to be making some changes over on Instagram. We are going to be kind of adjusting what it is that we're going to be posting every day. You know that for a while now we've been doing the daily facts. If you've been following that over there, those for now I think are going to take a break. You may see them come back around in a little while. But you'll notice on the Instagram page is going to be a strip of podcast sound bites, which we've been doing, once every couple of days. But you'll notice a strip of 3 podcast sound bites. And what's going to happen is now everything after that strip of 3 is going to be a new kind of theme on the page, and we're just gonna keep changing it up and readjusting. And who knows, maybe in a couple months from now we'll bring back the fact of the day. But we're gonna be adjusting it now, and exactly what we're gonna be doing over there, I'm gonna let you go over there on Instagram at Growing AU and check it out if you're interested. But I am pretty excited about it. I think it could be something that is rather interesting. And that's what we're going to be doing now for the next couple of months. So definitely look forward to that over on Instagram, some new themed stuff over there. But with that being said, guys, that's all I have for you today. Just really, really excited for the show to launch. Was working on it a little bit today. Was working on some the different episode ideas and trying to flesh those out a little bit more so that we're ready to go as much as possible as soon as this banner gets here. So definitely excited for that time to come. Also, working on some things that are going to be pretty cool in the, I would say, semi-far future. Maybe in July is our launch date for another project that we're going to keep quiet for now. But it's just to let you know that this show, this brand, Growing AU, is always looking into the future, always looking for new awesome things to do, and always having stuff in the works and planning to bring value to you guys in any shape or form that we possibly can. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your never-ending support. And we will see you tomorrow, hopefully, on the Growing AU show. Peace out.